Well, I don't know what happened there. I'll have to start over. This is Peggy Ann Childers. My real name is Margaret Ann Windsor. And I found out about my name because this is a part of all this. In '83, when I was flown out, it was after then, I flown out to Larry Flint's because I had written a mind control book about Larry McDonald, congressman, doctor in Atlanta, Georgia, U.S. congressman. And then later his plane goes down, August the 31st of '83, and I was flown to Mr. Flint's because he was shot in Lawrenceville, Georgia, and the person was programmed that shot him and killed his attorney. And he said that I knew who was responsible for a shooting and that they'd made a pauper out of me, and I might add a beggar. I was born the wealthiest woman on this planet, probably should have been. Now, uh, when they brought me over here at age 2 to a pigsty, gave me the name of a twin, Peggy Ann Dempsey Childers. They were killed by their mother, and they were born out of wedlock. So anyway, I want to get to this. Hopefully I can get some on this tape. I give so much background. Corporate Suites, I stayed here, and there's a reason I'm saying this, so follow it. And remember that, well, I don't know if you know, I've written about it on, and told about it on Facebook and on YouTube, a whole bunch of them. I wrote about mind control. You can modify behavior. You can do anything with it. Make people go out and shoot, do things they would never do, that they don't even know where they're under mind control, and they're going to do it. They end up shooting themselves a lot of the times. But anyway, I was telling about the Tesla. I got a hold of that. I was telling about Tesla and had lists of people at Redstone Arsenal and NASA that died of cancer. Looked like they had committed suicide. In other words, Tesla files were stolen. I had a book on that the Tesla files had been stolen and the FBI had them, and this was back in the early 30s or before. So this has been going on a long time. They can cure illnesses or cause them. Now, I want to get back here. Since I came here in '86, my jobs were shut down. My places to stay. I lived on the Roanoke Mountain. I lived on Appalachian Trail and starved and froze. But the point really here is that I am immune to chemicals. Just like someone's got an allergy to peanuts that can kill them, or you put a bee in the room with them when they're allergic to bees that can kill them, you would never do that. It's considered a murder weapon. But because law enforcement is in on what's happened to me, and every place that I've gone has been controlled, I look like I'm running around a free choice. I'm not. I'm a hostage just like the Brits are. Now, Corporate Suites, I stayed here 2 years ago exactly. I came back here from Quality Inn Airport. Stayed there until I came here on the 3rd of April, and stayed there for about 17 months, and it was sold to the Patels. Now, I want to tell you what the Patels said, and I had to leave there because they did the same thing. They used chemicals, and you can't tell them not to. They'll come in because I can't call the cops. Cops and law enforcement are telling them to do it. So this is just one ongoing joke. It's not a joke if they start getting arrested for it. It's assault, conspiracy, you name it. They get to the management and they get things on them, and they're more than willing to do it, or the maintenance. They get to people's jobs and threaten them, or their kids have, and that was one thing that's been told to me, like, this is an excuse for what they're doing to me for 75 years. Their kids have committed crimes, alcohol or drugs or driving, and they dismiss the charges if people will cooperate with law enforcement against me, what they're doing to me. So I had to move from there, and it was bought at Quality Inn Airport, was bought out by the Patels. And I'm going to go back real quick because there's a whole story about the Shaws and Patels, and now they're very, very wealthy. And I want you to take your own, draw your own conclusions. I had managed to get a live-in for DJ Cooper. By the way, he suffered some consequences in this whole thing. He was sent to Butner, where Larry Flint was sent, for telling the truth. and he was wealthy, and they pretty much got his money. But I lived for him. I did a live-in for his father, and I saved up the money. I couldn't get any jobs but live-ins when I got a few of those. And so in November of '95, I saved up some money, and I moved into that winter into the Patels owned it out at Troutville, and it was called Budget Inn. It's no longer there. I moved in, and as I tell everybody, I'm allergic to chemicals. If I, when you're allergic to chemicals and it's your environment that you live in, first of all, you're smelling it, and it hits you, and it causes your immune system to attack itself. And I mean, it deteriorates everything in your body, and even the medicine they give you, which that's what I'm on. The list of medicine that I'm on is totally because of the chemicals I've been force-fed because it's been placed in my tents when I was able to get a tent or sleeping bag up on the mountain, roll in it, or where I lived. And they would come in and spray it. Your maintenance guy or your management's not your friend or the owners of it because that's who they get to. So I came here, Corporate Suites, from, and I'm saying this for a reason, I'm here now, not by choice. And nobody's ever stopped this. It's ongoing. And I can't walk. I can hardly breathe. My lungs, my kidneys, everything's been affected by it. And now I have shingles. When I was forced to move here from Quality Inn Airport. By the way, I stayed there 17 months, and I just got from Choice Hotels I forgot what it was, a diamond card, or which is one of the better ones. I don't know if Choice knows what they have done or not, but I was forced to leave there because of the chemicals. I was so sick and came here. So on the 10th of April, after I came here, I informed them. Her name's Debbie McKay, that's the manager, and Beth is the housekeeper. I told them, as if they didn't already know, about I have an immune disorder and certain chemicals will make my immune system attack itself, etc. Well, that didn't, right away, they're going to come in and do the carpet. They're going to, and they've used the chemicals, and that's the point I want to make, is that, so I'm still here. I don't know for how long. But she came in last week, and I can't talk to the owner. I mean, it's kind of hard to talk to someone when they know that what they're doing to you and demanding to do it, the access to the room and using it, and you're arguing with them about your life, a life-threatening thing they're doing to me. Well, affordable, I came, and I hope you follow the tapes because I'm going to stop giving reference to who I am and all that. I'm just going to tell on the next ones what's happened to me. And this is murder weapon of choice. And this is number 2. I'm going to number 3 next.